It's funny you brought that up because my next question, and I was gonna say that if you don't want to answer this, I understand why. There's no
Mhm.
problem because I usually stay away from politics, but I do think it's relevant to this conversation. But based on what you're seeing, is there any changes this administration might be doing that's coming down the line that you feel that's going to affect the market in any way, whether it be positive or negative? Is it good to keep an eye on this stuff?
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, first and foremost, I just want to, say that um, I'm not a Trumper, or I'm not a Republican, nor do I consider myself to be a Democrat.
Same
Um,
here.
I'm an individual for what's fair and what's going to be beneficial to America, as a whole. Just being that I am an American. Um, so what I will say is that there are two things that are two particular industries that I do see that will have a huge benefit, with the Trump administration, and those two industries being real estate and oil and gas. But you can also add crypto in there as well. And I would say that just because Donald Trump himself is an investor in all three of those industries.
Yeah.
And so usually, when he parks his money at, he's going to make sure that those industries are taken care of, and that we are going to see a growth in those. So I will say, I do see a benefit for uh, real estate investors. I see a benefit for oil and gas workers and investors, and I do see a benefit for crypto, as well uh, during his administration. Now, whatever we feel or think about him as an individual is going to be completely different from the financial advantages that you may have if you're in those industries that you can reap the benefit of. And so, what I will say, what we have seen already, within the past few weeks of him, being in office, is we have started to see interest rates drop a little bit. And just when he was elected, I can tell you that on properties that were over $700,000, our phones started to ring again. For
Mhm.
those particular properties in value. And typically, I mean, it is just because the individuals that can afford that price point, they typically do well. When a Republican is in office. And so, that's where we can see the benefit, as far as that.
Is your fear of personal finance holding you back from going after what you want? What if I told you there was a way to get rid of your insecurities? Every person has their own way of making money, budgeting style, and a way of spending money. The key to financial success is the ability to use the right styles for you that ensure success. So rather than making you focus on avoiding your emotions, this book focuses on empowering them and using them to achieve what you want. Learn how to build and increase the income streams you desire. Understand how to budget your money in a way that you are always moving forward financially. Know how to remove the stress from spending money by knowing what works best for your personality. Learn methods to effectively evaluate a financial opportunity within minutes to see if it's right for you. The Anatomy of Financial Success, the key to building financial confidence and destroying insecurities about money. Buy now. Available in ebook, audiobook, and paperback.
Now, on the downside of things, this is why I encourage people to move forward with buying a home now if they can, because like let's say the interest rates continue to drop. Well, if the interest rates drop, property value is going to increase, and then it's going to get to the point to where the property value has increased, but an individual working a 9 to 5, or even sole proprietor business owners, their income may not increase as much or as fast as the property value has. And
Mhm.
so we're going to start to see them get priced out of homes or priced out of certain neighborhoods, kind of the same way, the same thing that happened during COVID. For those
Mhm.
that were able to buy a home during COVID, they were good. But let's say when COVID ended, now, you know, those individuals who were preparing to be able to buy a $300,000 home, now, you know, that $300,000 home is 400, 450, you know, and then they're forced to go into something that's a $300,000 home when that home is probably, you know, was only worth, you know, 200, 250, you know, beforehand. And so, you know, that's what I mean by, you know, getting priced out of, you know, the home that, you know, you can currently qualify for. But, you know, of course, the needle is going to move once the interest rates drop. And so what we've been seeing, you know, lately is, you know, investors taking advantage of, you know, the higher interest rates just because they can pretty much bear that risk, and they're getting properties at a discounted rate. So let's say when interest rates go down, now that home has more value, they're going to cash out, you know, by either selling that property or refinancing once the property appreciates to be able to buy more homes.
Gotcha. Okay. You looked at it from a very logical way. I implore a lot of more people to do that, because regardless how you feel about Trump, Bitcoin went up hugely once he got elected. And if you took the emotion out of it, once you were looking at the polls, it's pretty clear that he was going to win. You knew that Bitcoin was going to skyrocket, and you're like some people, you made sure some money was already in there, so it either doubled or tripled in value. I'm not naming any names, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But you had to take the logic. You have to look at it logically and take the emotion out of it, whether you're a fan or, you know, you hate him. So yeah,